Breaking from flowery branch, Arthur Blank just dropped a bomb on the NFL, and a rookie safety is already drawing comparisons to one of the best in the league. Falcons fans, this isn't hype. This is a full-blown culture shift. Atlanta isn't hoping to win anymore. We're planning to dominate. And it starts now. Stop what you're doing, Falcons fans, because everything just changed. This isn't just another training camp update. This is a statement from the top. Arthur Blank, the man who built this franchise with his bare hands and billion-dollar mind, just made it crystal clear. This team is done waiting. The 82-year-old owner didn't whisper it. He stood tall and sent a message that echoed all the way from Flowery Branch to the rest of the NFL. I definitely think we have the right people. That might sound simple on the surface, but trust me, it's not. That's a billionaire owner, a man who's lived through heartbreak, rebuilds, near misses, and Super Bowl collapse, standing up and saying, "We finally got it right." That's not confidence. That's a war cry. And it's not just words. Behind the scenes, you can feel it. The players feel it. The coaches feel it. There's a new energy crackling in the air, like thunder before the storm. And speaking of storms, let's talk about the rookie. A third-round pick, not a first-round darling, not a headline hog, is absolutely wrecking expectations in camp. This young safety is flying around the field like he was born to play in red and black. Coaches can't stop talking about him. Teammates are watching him like, who is this guy? Some are already whispering his name in the same sentence as the elite safeties in the NFL. Think about that. A third-rounder, just weeks into his pro career, already sending shockwaves through the locker room. This isn't hype. This is a warning shot. The Falcons aren't just building for the future anymore. They're building to win now. So here's the question. Are you ready for this new era of Falcons football? Because this train is leaving the station fast. If you've been waiting, hoping, praying for something real, it's here. Sound off in the comments. What's your confidence level in the Falcons this season, 1 to 10? Let the NFL know Atlanta is coming. Arthur Blank didn't just say he believes in his team, he backed it up with raw, unapologetic truth. This wasn't some boring, corporate, we're moving in the right direction type of statement. No, this was Arthur Blank rolling up his sleeves, stepping into the war room, and telling the world, I see everything, and I approve. He called out Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris by name. And not just with surface-level praise. He went deep. He talked about draft decisions. He talked about defensive moves. He talked about gut-check leadership. Remember when people said Fontenot was on the hot seat? That he couldn't build a contender? That his draft picks were too risky? Arthur Blank just took all of that hate and burned it to ash. He loved how this front office attacked the draft. No more ignoring our biggest weakness. Blank said it out loud. We finally went after the pass rush, the one thing that's haunted us for years. And not with safe, quiet picks. We were aggressive. We made bold moves. We took swings. And then comes the bombshell no one's talking about. Raheem Morris made a move that takes real backbone. He looked at defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake and said, "Thanks, but no thanks." Let that sink in. He fired his defensive coordinator before the season even started and brought in Jeff Ulbrich, a move that screams win now. That's not something you do unless you truly believe you're building a Super Bowl defense. And Blank? He called it out directly. He said, if the emperor has no clothes, you've got to say the emperor has no clothes. Translation, we're done pretending. No more patience for mediocrity. No more blind loyalty. If something's not working, it's gone. This is a different Falcons team. And then came the quote that should be burned into the hearts of every Atlanta fan. We're in a better place now, team-wise, coaching-wise, than we've been in a number of years. A number of years. That's Blank saying we're finally back to where we were when we nearly won it all. And if that wasn't enough, let's talk about the draft. While the media clowned us for trading back into the first round, Fontino and the front office were playing 4D chess. Every other team was playing it safe. We made moves. Jalen Walker at 15, an absolute monster off the edge. James Pierce Jr., a fast, nasty pass rusher we traded up to get. And here's the hidden gem. A safety from Notre Dame that nobody's talking about. Yet, this isn't just a new draft class. It's a new identity. The Falcons aren't rebuilding anymore. They're reloading with speed, with power, with attitude. Sound off in the comments. What was the most underrated move of our offseason? The safety, the coordinator change, or the draft day trades? Let the world know the Falcons aren't just serious, they're dangerous. Forget everything you thought you knew about the Falcons' defense, because what's happening right now in Flowery Branch feels like the start of something historic. They didn't just grab a few veterans like Leonard Floyd and Morgan Fox in free agency and call it a day. They built a machine. A brutal, fast, violent defensive unit designed to harass quarterbacks in Tampa, Charlotte, New Orleans, and anywhere else unlucky enough to line up across from them. This isn't just a step forward, it's a defensive revolution. But now, let's talk about Xavier Watts. Because what this rookie is doing in camp, it's not just impressive, it's mind-blowing. He was a third-round pick out of Notre Dame, and within days of arriving at camp, he's already sending shockwaves through the entire facility. Head coach Raheem Morris, a man who rarely hands out compliments, just made a jaw-dropping comparison. He said, "I almost treat him not on a Jesse Bates level, but very close. Probably what a Jesse Bates was as a rookie." Read that again. He's comparing Xavier Watts, a rookie, to Jesse Bates, the highest-rated safety in Madden 26 and the unquestioned heart of our defense. That's not just praise, that's a prophecy. And get this, Morris didn't just praise his skills. He called Watts something even more rare in coach speak. He's an adult. That's NFL language for this kid gets it. He's not acting like a rookie. He's calm, he's focused. He's not joking around or wide-eyed under the lights. He's walking in like a seasoned vet, like he belongs. And the coaching staff sees it too. You want proof? Look at the reps. Watts is rotating between the first team and second team defense, but not because they don't know where to play him. No, it's on purpose. They want him to lead both units. Let that sink in. A rookie being trained to lead multiple levels of the defense. That's not normal. That doesn't happen on average teams. That's the kind of accelerated growth you only see when the coaching, the culture, and the leadership are perfectly aligned. And speaking of leadership, Watts has something most rookies don't. Jesse Bates as a mentor. That's like learning basketball from Michael Jordan. And Bates isn't just giving him tips. He's showing him how to be elite, how to read quarterbacks, how to study film, how to become a captain. Raheem Morris said it best. Both are highly competitive. Both are cerebral. Both are visual players who can read a quarterback like a book. This isn't just development, it's transformation. Watts isn't just the future, he's part of the present. And if you're not fired up yet, you will be when you see him on the field this preseason. Let's hear it in the comments. Is Xavier Watts going to be the breakout star of this defense? Drop your bold predictions below. This defense isn't just being built, it's being weaponized. And Xavier Watts might be the trigger. All right, Falcons fans, let's get real. We can't talk about the future without talking about the biggest story of all. And no, it's not just the elephant in the room. It's the mammoth in the room. Michael Penix Jr. This isn't some feel-good story or preseason experiment. This is the guy. The quarterback this franchise has been searching for since Matt Ryan left the throne in 2018. Arthur Blank's belief? It's not based on hope, it's built on conviction. He's seen legends. He's seen heartbreak. And now, at 82 years old, he's putting his trust in one man to lead Atlanta into the next era. Michael Penix Jr. isn't a maybe. He's a mission. This is the first time in years the Falcons aren't scrambling for an answer under center. They're not rolling the dice. They're building around their guy, investing in him, protecting him, equipping him with a war chest of weapons. Drake London, the physical, aggressive wideout who's ready to become a star. Kyle Pitts, the unicorn tight end finally in the right system. Bijan Robinson, the lightning bolt in cleats who can take it to the house every time he touches the ball. Put them all together, and what you have is an offense ready to explode. Let's pause and be honest. Arthur Blank has been patient, maybe too patient at times. But when a billionaire who's been through every high and low of this franchise says, "This is the best position we've been in for years," you pay attention. Because that's not hype, that's history in motion. This isn't just a training camp. This isn't just another wait till next year's season. This is a rebuild with a purpose, and we are finally seeing it click. From the top of the organization to the bottom of the depth chart, this team is aligned like never before. Blank is all in. Fontino is making power moves. Raheem Morris is making bold calls. And rookies like Xavier Watts are already playing like seasoned pros. The rest of the NFL can keep sleeping on Atlanta. The national media can keep calling us a mystery. And the NFC South rivals? Let them laugh while they still can. Because here's the truth. This team is about to shock the entire NFL. This isn't just a team anymore. This is a movement. So let me ask you, Falcons Nation, are you ready to rise? Are you ready for the league to finally give us the respect we've earned? Are you ready to watch Penix Jr. shut the doubters up? Because whether the rest of the world's ready or not, it's happening. The revolution isn't coming, it's already here. Drop your score prediction for Week 1 in the comments and tell us right now. Is Michael Penix Jr. the real deal?